cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Back to throw now, Allen. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Good work by the defender affecting that pass. It's going to bring around fourth down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
They'll go, Allen. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Hey, 22!
Quick throw is caught. And he's to the red zone at the 20. Offense to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. Second down now, 7 to go.
White. 21.
To throw, Stafford. And a dive. He's in. Touchdown Rams. Kyron Williams. Give him 2 now in this second quarter. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Allen. Brought in right side by Moore. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
8 yards on
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Bills.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run. But you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Now Prater on to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Double right. Good 80. Hey, 54. Hey.
Stafford. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
250.
And he's tackled for no gain.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 10.
3rd down, and they need to get 10.
280. And middle.
Here's Stafford. That finds Claire, complete. And they're going to get almost nothing here compared to what they needed. Just 2 yards on that play. It is 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Fielded at the 11. And this return's going to leave him with enough time for definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it." Allen setting up to throw. Well, he's in trouble, but he's not going to get away. Brought down at the 12. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
It's 2nd down.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Set to kick off.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Stafford now off the play fake. And he's going to go down here. They are on and back around the 28. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
2nd and 17 at the 28-yard line.
280. Hey, 22. To the right, 22.
Now Stafford to throw. And he had it, but he lost it on that hit. So a nice early defensive play out of the locker room to break up that catch. It's now 3rd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
0. 32. Big 20.
3rd and long for him here. Throw right side here. Caught by Watkins. And as they bring him down, a lot of yards. Nicely done, but still short of the markers. And it is fourth down.
14-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Zebra. Hey, middle. Alert. Omaha, ready, move.
Trying for it with Stafford. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
At the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Middle. 53, ready.
Stafford to pass here on second down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Here's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. Hit there, and he's forced out. So gain of about 15 before it. And that's going to give the Bills the first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he could move those chains. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up fourth down. Well, tip of the cap to this defense. They needed just a little, and they got less, Brock. Not a fourth down I think that they expected they'd be facing.
No, and what it does, too, is it just creates some doubt. You know, for that play caller, you want to pound the football, move the chains. You've already probably got your first down call made. Nope, not so fast.
Now, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Quick throw right side. And it pays off. He gets them that first down, Brock. Love it when a team stays aggressive even though they've got the lead. Keeping their offense out there to try to add to it.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, you even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Working on second down. Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
You'll often often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Allen on 3rd and short. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be forced to throw this one away. That takes us, Brock, to the end of our 3rd quarter. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Matt Prater on now as we see how he handles this moment. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Prater puts it through, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. That puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Now Prater on to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Double right. Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, 50.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me this, always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Big 20. Omaha, ready, move.
Throwing on 2nd. Stafford. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Stafford now. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turned it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, says you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They kick the running back in motion. Allen to throw. Taking a shot towards the end zone. Had it for a moment, but the hit jars it loose. Fortunate, Brock, that it did too, because it would have been a big strike otherwise. Instead, it's a 2nd down.
This is where I would just love to be in the head of these play callers. Because, you know, you got a nice lead, but this game's far from over. But you still want to be in attack mode. You want to be aggressive. Be real careful throwing in the coverage.
Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
33-yard line.
Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
third. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. They'll go. Allen. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate. But it's never over till it's over.
Throwing now, Stafford. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
It's a loss of 2.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
A second down throw from Stafford. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And he's going to bring this back with a pick six and a Buffalo touchdown.
I got to believe, Kate, his first pick of the game directly led to that one. Remember, what worked to generate that first turnover, playing things the same way, and this time, well, it wasn't just pitch, it was a pick six.
That one right down the middle. And that makes this a 3-possession game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Dorian Williams
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Stafford on second down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
One score is just, well, it's not going to be enough. I think we can look at the scoreboard and know that. So the pace is going to pick up, and I think you're going to see more and more of those shots deep down the field, Kate.
53, 20, 42.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And they're able to get to him before he becomes a real threat for that first down. Damage is limited to 7. It is fourth down.
It's fourth down.
59, 40 got, 50, 50.
Stafford gonna go on fourth. Buys time, rolling right. Down the field, Evans has it. This drive is going to continue. 14 yards on fourth down. They're staying out there. All right, so the offense staying out there. They've got first down now inside the 45.
Hey, 60. 0.
To throw, Stafford. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
Max Clare.
Just continuing to add to some film that's going to be a little bit hard to watch. This guy, you typically don't see completion percentage numbers like this. Very, very accurate guy. Not today. He's going to have to figure out why.
Stafford to throw again on second. The left side is caught by Player. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
50-50.
Here's Stafford. Connects with Fate. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that gives LA the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Working quickly here.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Stafford to throw. Forced out to his right. And he's in for the touchdown.
We know you could do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains, the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
That one splits the uprights. And lead now down to 10. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Bills are able to secure this kick. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. To really create some indecision now defensively.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. He finds space into the red zone. And he gets home. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Prater on for the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
Rams 28. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is brought in at the 15. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Right, 22, 32.
Working inside the red zone. He's got Evans once again. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. Upping the pace here as the clock continues to run.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Stafford pass here on second down. This one's caught. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
That's all about reading and recognizing right there for the linebacker. The only way you make a tackle for loss on a completion is you see it right away and you jump on it for a loss.
Third and long for him here. And oh, he got it! Interception! Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And he's out in the clear. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Well, we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. He had no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick six. Wow.
And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. 7 seconds left. This might be our final play here. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Seven seconds left. This might be our final play here. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One final shot here. Caught just shy of the goal line.